I'll tell you, I'm lethargic today. I've already told Chris Demm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these late night games, they're getting to me.
Yeah, the midweek stuff is it's beginning to wear you down and brutal. Just a few games in, but I noticed you were a few minutes late. I decided not to call.
I figured. I mean, I did. I left late. I mean, I opened my eyes. It's one of those where you open your eyes and they're stinging, and you just cannot get out of bed. And what I watch is late night baseball. It's baseball playoff season. My team, the Red Sox, are in the playoffs now. And it's so funny. When I was a kid, this is a little bit sports heavy. Warning, I'm going a little sports heavy here. When I was a kid and baseball or basketball was being played, NBA, and a team won the first two, it was never like it's over. It's like the Dodgers and Braves last night. The Braves had won the first two at home, but now it seems like the Red Sox were only up 2-1. The Braves are up 2-0, and most people are saying, "Oh, Braves-Dodgers World Series or Braves-Red Sox World Series." Mm-hmm. It's really not, and these games go back and forth. These are professional teams, and
sweeps are rare.
Yeah,
at that level.
Yes, and if you get, the Red Sox are up 2-1, and already people were writing off the Astros. Like the Astros had a better regular season. All they had to do was win last night, which they did, and now it's anybody's now.
I have a theory, and I blame your sports shows and your talking sports heads for that.
Yeah.
Because they have to have something to talk about.
They have to have a take.
Yeah.
So
every single day, every hour.
Every hour.
So I think that's why it's like they're down 2-1. And they're like, that's it. It's done.
I know.
But you're like, wait, they're going back home.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing, it's not over. But then I think this, again, once it's 2-2, they go, and we're back to even.
Well, now I think people will say, oh, the Astros, because they
got
won
momentum.
they got momentum.
Yeah.
Just because they won last night. And I'll tell you, yesterday, these two games last night, the Braves had the Dodgers in the crosshairs. They were up 2-0. They were leading 5-2 in the eighth. The Dodgers hit a 3-run home run in the eighth and then get a go-ahead run to win 6-5. Great comeback by the Dodgers, and that really hurt. Now I'm thinking, ooh, the Braves may have blown their chance. It may have slipped away last night. Then the Red Sox. I'm a Red Sox fan. Worst possible thing that can happen. Okay, and Biggie, you'll know this, staying up late to watch teams. You stay up, the Red Sox lead 2-1 going into the eighth inning. They lose 9-2. The Astros scored 7 in the ninth.
That is the worst.
You know how I always do? This is, what I do, and I went to bed with the Red Sox up 2-1. I couldn't fight sleep any longer. I had played pickleball. During the pickleball match, murmurs started, whispers, Braves are winning. The Braves are winning. It was like 5-2 Braves, 5-2. I was like, how do you know? So I checked my device. I was like,
it's on my wrist.
Yeah. Well, so I get home, the Braves lose. I watch the Red Sox game. Finally, I just cannot fight sleep anymore. I go to sleep. Today I wake up, and you know how I reveal a score to myself. Today I went to the phone, and I put my thumb over the score
of the opponent?
Of both teams. And then I just slightly move my thumb to see the score of the team I don't want to win. I always like to see their score first and say, can the Red Sox beat it? And when I started to move my thumb, I saw a curvy number. Now, when I went to bed, the Astros had 1. I started to see a little curve, and I thought, did they get 2? Or did they get 3? And then I moved it a little further down. I said, they got 3. And then they got 9. 9. It's like, boy, the Sox better have come up with something.
Hope they exploded with 7 or 8.
Wow, 9-2. And so it was bad. And I was just telling Chris Demm, a friend of mine who's a Braves fan, has come over and also is hoping for the Red Sox to win. And she texted me, go Braves, go Red Sox.
Oh, that's nice.
She spelled Red Sox, REDSOX''S.
Soxes? Go Red Soxes.
You can't even. The mind reels at how wrong that is.
Oh, I know. Not since Biggie spelled French fries, FRY''S.
Yeah.
No, those two are those are first ballot Hall of Famers.
All-timers.
Yeah.
And I looked at it, I thought,
Soxes.
You got to really go a distance to put an apostrophe S.
Yeah.
SOX.
Yeah, you've got to override your phone 1,000 times.
I mean, it'll say, are you sure?
Sure.
This is how you want to text this? Soxes. The
Soxes.
Soxes lose last night, so we're back to square one with that series.
So you get a catch-up night of sleep. Oh, Bible study night.
Tonight's Bible study. Ooh, God.
But you could end that early.
Well, the Red Sox have an afternoon game, so they're going to be
you
playing,
do? You're right. So the Braves had the day.
Well, the Braves have the night game. It's the
they're 2 games today? Okay.
Yeah.
Pushing through. Red Sox have an afternoon. Braves have the night game, and I got Bible study right in the middle of all of it. Oh, that's going to be tough.
What if like the Bible study commences at the top of the 9th inning?
It might. It's going to time out just right to be in this.
I know it's an evening Bible study at the house.
Oh, it is, and they last for an hour or two with my daughter in charge. That's going to be tight now. And she will not stand for that either. She doesn't like any devices out. TV's got to be
off?
Off.
Oh.
She's the Lord commands your attention, period. That's just how it is.
Did you try to tell her the Lord also loves baseball and sleep?
I've tried to tell her that, but man, she's not going to like that. You know, on spelling things, I was just remembering back when she typed "Go Red Sox." It reminded me when Chris Demm and I first got email. This is how old we are. When we first literally got email.
What is this?
I said,
this won't last.
This tech came into the office to set it up. We had something called MindSpring, which is taken off now. Everybody has MindSpring.
Yeah, I mean, if you invested in that, you're living on an island somewhere now.
We had MindSpring. So my email address was like chriskelly@mindspring.com. Chris Demm was chrisdemm@mindspring.com. And we set it up, and the guy says, okay, I'm going to set up your password in case you ever need it. And I thought, first of all, this is never going anywhere. Who's going to want email? You know, come on. And so he says, what you want your password to be? And I said, Red Sox. And he said, you don't want to put like a number or anything? I said, no, Red Sox. So he set it up so I never had to type it in. It was just Red Sox. REDSOX. Now, I didn't spell it for him. I just said Red Sox. You know, a year later, the thing dies, and we have to go back into it. And our IT guy says, what's your password? And I say Red Sox.
Easy.
And he's
tap, tap, tap.
Nope, no good.
Tap, tap, tap.
Because is there an exclamation or anything? You know, we went all through all these different things. I said, I told the guy Red Sox. I remember this little creepy looking guy.
You probably wrote it down on a card, which is what we did back then.
We did.
Like on a Post-it or an index card.
It's Red Sox. Well, he had to call the guy out from the company. They had to go in, you know, really get into it. It was REDSOCKS, and that's how it was messed up. Mm-hmm. So then,
when the tech world meets the sports world,
exactly. He didn't know sports.
He did not, and I guarantee you that's the thing.
Then he said, "All right, what do you want your new password to be?" I said, "Broncos." That's my football.
That's your team. That's your other team.
Give me Broncos. He said, "You want a number or anything?" Nah, give me Broncos. So he does Broncos. Same thing. A year later, thing crashes. We don't know. I said, well, I got it. I wrote it down. Broncos. Go in and type it. BRONCOS. Won't work.
Denied.
Won't work.
Invalid.
What? How?
Broncos. Didn't work. Is there a capitalization? Is the S a dollar sign? No.
Is there an apostrophe S? No, there isn't.
Same little creepy looking guy comes out, looks at it, goes through it. He had spelled it BRONCHOS. Bronchos.
The Bronchos.
Bronchos.
Yes. So now, whenever Chris Demm says, he's like, who do the Bronchos play this weekend?
I always wondered why he said that.
It's a 25-year-old throwback.
Right. I know. It's just like things like that happen. You don't even realize why you're doing it. It's like, who the Bronchos?
Yeah.
Now it's so common. Oh, yeah, the Bronchos play the Browns. You know, and it's like, how do you mess up Red Sox and then Bronchos? I didn't know what to do. You know, then he's the same guy. A year later, I put pornographic material on there.
I remember that.
Yeah. I had folks were sending me some porn from North Carolina State.
Mm-hmm. Finally, email has a use.
It was hidden camera porn. Mm-hmm. This guy set up a hidden camera, had his girlfriend in the dorm room, and he was just like looking at the camera and, oh yeah, and you know, just all over. And I thought it was the greatest thing I'd ever seen. I was just like, this is
never going to get any better.
Never gonna get any better. Unfortunately, it crushed my computer. I mean, it just killed it in every possible way. I wonder if I still got that on DVD somewhere. Somewhere.
I bet you do.
Is it marked or is it just a blank?
It says NC State is what it says on it. So I'll tell you though.
What game is this?
When I'm dead, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to die, and they're going to watch that on whatever device. They're gonna see
We need
it.
a primitive DVD player.
Oh, they're gonna go to an old antique store and get a DVD player to see if I've left them some sort of message.
Dad is talking to us from beyond the grave.
This must be his favorite game he saved.
It's gonna be these two in the dorm room on hidden.
Grainy black and white porn.
That's how I got into hidden camera porn. That's how.
Oh, yeah.
That's my.
It's still your thing.
I love hidden camera porn. When I Google porn, it's always college students hidden camera. I'm hoping for that one to pop up. It was.
Yeah. It's such a gray area, though, now.
Oh, absolutely. Biggie told me stop typing hidden
Yeah,
camera.
anything. The word hidden never
That's
needs to be in your Google
It's
search.
terrible. Dave Aikens, I showed it to Dave, so this is going to be the greatest thing you've ever seen. Dave saw it, he's like, I've done better.
I know her sister.
Yeah.
Dave for it. Exactly. Dave's probably dated her.
I would
and
have
dumped-
positioned the camera differently.
He's probably dated her and broke up with her by now.
I'll bring in one of mine.
Well, that killed my computer. Same creepy looking guy comes back, little guy. He's the one that was tapping around on the keyboard going, ooh, I ain't never seen nothing like this
Yeah.
in my life, man. This thing is fried. When the tech says,
Yeah, when he asks you ever seen this before?
no, man, this thing is fried.
You got any ideas?
Nothing.
I don't.
Nothing we can do about that. So that's where we are.
So the Red Sox play today. Your Bronchos play tomorrow night.
tomorrow night. What am I going to do? What am I doing?
I don't know when you're going to sleep.
I have got. You're right. And I told somebody. I told my wife. There's so much going on right now. Not is it just sports. All these shows I love are back on. Succession, which Biggie and I love, is back on.
Oh,
That's a great
I'd
show.
forgotten you were into that one.
Oh, I'm totally into that. I just read today that Ozark, which Biggie and I are totally into, back in January. Marvelous Mrs. Maisel is coming back.
You're still on that? Mm-hmm. Okay.
All these streaming shows are back.
You watch Succession yet?
Not yet. Good. See, I've got too much. Yesterday.
Well, HBO, at least that one you only have one a week.
Like, listen to this faux pas I made yesterday. That show, The Morning Show with Jennifer Aniston. I've forgotten. A few weeks ago, you had told me how good it is this year. I'd seen last season, and it is good. It's called The Morning Show. It's on Apple TV Plus.
Yeah.
So I recommended to my boy Trent, who's a pickleballer, a few weeks ago. I said, "Why don't you watch The Morning Show?" It's good because he recommends to me. He got me on Ted Lasso, which I also love, and so I suggested The Morning Show. But I'd totally forgotten about this. So last night we're playing pickleball, and we're just standing around between games, and he calls me over and he goes, "So The Morning Show is great," and I said, "Oh, thank you."
God, you did not.
I did, and I
I thought
wondered.
he was talking about this program.
Yeah, and I wondered why he would say that because I've known him for years. He's never really commented.
Thank you so much.
I want to thank you for the morning show.
He did. He said,
It's rare we get this opportunity.
he goes, "The Morning Show is fantastic. I'm loving The
I
Morning
mean,
Show."
it just gets better.
I said, "Oh, thank you so much." He goes, "Every time it's better and better and better." And I was like, "Oh, Trent, stop. I'm going to blush." And he goes, "Why? You just recommended it to me." And I was like, "Yeah." And then I was like quizzically looking at it. And then it took me a beat to go, "Oh, God.
no.
The Aniston show.
He's talking about that Aniston show."
It's not radio at all.
No, not at all. It's the TV morning show. It's a fake morning show that she's on. It's kind of like a Matt Lauer thing that she's doing there. Hey, Bob.
It is a good show.
Yeah. Then I go, "Oh yeah, it's really good." But I was like gushing, like, "Oh my gosh,
Oh, yeah.
Trent, thank you so much."